Switzerland immediately comes to mind when we think about skiing areas, lakes, chocolate, and cheese. They are excellent places to ski and travel throughout the winter in Switzerland. You may even say that nature has blessed Switzerland. Switzerland has the fourth highest number of millionaires in the world. Switzerland has the highest adult wealth per capita in the world. In a nation of fewer than 9 million inhabitants, there are 800,000 millionaires and 40 billionaires, and for the next fact, you have to be prepared to have your mind blown. Almost 2% of the richest 1% of people on Earth are Swiss. Now you might think 2% isn't that large of a percentage, but given the fact that Switzerland only makes up 0.1% of the global population, you can really start to get an idea of how wealthy the Swiss actually are. Today we are going to be looking at the 15 wealthiest families in Switzerland. So let's get right to it. 15. The Grogg Family. When you think of pharmaceuticals in Switzerland, you think of Bachem Holdings, which are owned by the Grogg family. It is the family of Peter Grogg. In 1971, Peter Grogg established the Swiss biochemical business Bachem Holding. He served as CEO until 2002 and subsequently as chairman until 2012. Peptides, derivatives of amino acids, and other chemical compounds are among the active medicinal substances that Bachem creates and manufactures. Grogg owns 61.6% of Bachem Holding, making him the company's largest stakeholder. Through his asset management company Ingro Finance, he holds the majority of the shares in Bachem Holding. Currently, Grogg serves as both the board chairman of Ingro Finance and the honorary chairman of Bachem. Among Grogg's investments are stakes in the biopharmaceutical company Polyfor and the Swiss electrical engineering firm Burkhalter Group. The Grogg family is worth over $2.6 billion. 14. The Wild Family. Just like the name, this family has wild Swiss money. They are one of the wealthiest families in Switzerland. It is the family of Hans-Peter Wild. Capri Sun, a Zug-based maker of fruit juices, is owned and run by Wild. He held the bulk of the stock in Wild Flavors, one of the top producers of natural flavors for the food business, up until 2014. In the field of flavors and the Capri Sun brand, Hans-Peter Wild continued the business's international growth. He made the formerly German company into an international corporation in 1979 by signing boxing world champion Muhammad Ali as an advertising ambassador. Hans-Peter Wild controls numerous other direct company holdings in the biotechnology and disruptive technology sectors through the family office Wild Group Management in Zug. In addition to his industrial holdings, Wild also owns the two opulent Salzburg hotels Goldener Hirsch and Schloss Munchstein. The Wild family is worth over $3.2 billion. 13. The Ebner Family. This is the family of Martin Ebner, the founder of CEZ Bank and the CEZ Group. Ebner held executive board positions at Bank Vontobel and Credit Suisse, respectively. Ebner established BZ Bank in 1985 and BZ Group, an investment company, in 1988. Helvetic Airways, a Swiss low-cost airline, counts him as one of its key shareholders. He has multi-million-dollar shares in a number of businesses through his investment vehicle Patinex. His largest holdings are healthcare provider Vifor Pharma, software provider Temenos, and real estate investor Intershop. The Ebner family is worth over $3.5 billion. 12. The Louis-Dreyfus Family. The Louis-Dreyfus family is a good example of Swiss wealth. The family is one of the wealthiest Swiss families. It is the family of Margarita Louis-Dreyfus, the current chairperson of the Louis-Dreyfus Group. She became the heir to the Louis-Dreyfus Group, and at the same time a majority shareholder of Olympique de Marseille, a football team her husband had controlled since 1996, after Robert Louis-Dreyfus passed away on July 4, 2009, from leukemia. In 2007, when he became aware of his sickness, her husband included her in the group's management. During a news conference with Frank McCourt on August 29, 2016, Louis-Dreyfus and the mayor of Marseille, Jean-Claude Gaudin, announced that McCourt had made a preliminary agreement to buy the Louis-Dreyfus-owned French League One football team, Olympique de Marseille. On October 17, 2016, the purchase agreement was finalized. The Louis-Dreyfus family is worth over $3.5 billion. 11. The Oeri Family. The Oeri family is one of the wealthiest families in Switzerland. It is the family of Maja Oeri. She is most known for developing the Straumann, a Basel art space dedicated to exhibiting her grandmother's art collection. Oeri's grandpa, Emmanuel, started collecting art with the support of a business that is now valued at $220 billion. This collection served as the foundation for the Emanuel Hoffmann Foundation, which helped Basel quickly rise to the top of Europe's art cities. The foundation donated artwork to organizations, including the Kunsthalle Basel and the Kunstmuseum Basel, and also supported the opening of the Museum for Gegenwartskunst, Europe's first museum dedicated solely to works of art created after 1960. Since 2002, Oeri's private art center, the Schmidheiny, designed by Herzog and de Meuron, has been hosting exhibitions of all Emanuel Hoffmann Foundation pieces not already housed by other organizations. Oeri is quite private despite being one of the greatest art patrons and collectors in the world and serving on the boards of more than a dozen galleries, institutions, and museums. Oeri has provided funding for art history courses at Swiss universities in addition to helping museums. The Oeri family is worth over $3.8 billion. 10. The Spuhler Family. This is the family of Peter Spuhler, who represented the canton of Thurgau in the Swiss National Council from 1999 to 2012. From 1989 to 2017, and starting in 2020, Spuhler served as CEO of the family-owned business Stadler Rail. In Stadler, as of April 2019, he owned 40% of the company. Spuhler began working at Stadler Fahrzeug in 1987 after getting married into the Stadler clan. The company was still run by Irma Stadler at the time. According to his statement, he acquired the business 2 years later with a bank loan of roughly 5 million Swiss francs from the Thurgauer Cantonal Bank. At that time, it had 18 workers and sales of about 4.5 million Swiss francs. He reorganized it and chose the Stadler GT Go as a new car that was more suited for contemporary local transportation. In 1997, Spuhler acquired the Werk Altenrhein from Stindler Wagen in order to maintain its leadership position in the rail vehicle manufacturing industry. Extension into Germany and Eastern Europe was encouraged by the new holding structure. Spuhler transferred control of the Stadler Rail Group to Thomas Alberg on April 1, 2018. As president of the board of directors, he has since focused on the Stadler Rail Group. He assumed the role of Group CEO ad interim as of May 2020 due to differences in the strategy and organizational development of Stadler Rail. The Spuhler family is worth over $3.9 billion. 9. The Schmidheiny Family. The Schmidheiny family is a very successful Swiss family. It is the family of Thomas Schmidheiny of the cement manufacturer Holcim. Schmidheiny served as the chairman of Holcim, one of the top cement producers in the world, until 2003. Holcim was established in 1912 by his granduncle. As part of an agreement to resolve an insider trading inquiry in Spain, Schmidheiny resigned as chairman. Since then, he has continued to serve on the board. Thomas Schmidheiny, the largest shareholder in Lafarge Holcim since Holcim and Lafarge merged, holds 11.4% of the company. The Schmidheiny family is worth over $4.8 billion. 8. The Straumann Family. Thomas Straumann, the CEO of the Straumann Group of Companies, serves on the company's Human Resources and Compensation Committee. He serves as a board member of the Grand Hotel Les Trois Rois in Basel and chairman of Medartis and CSI Basel. He has a wide range of interests, including nonprofit endeavors. He received an honorary doctorate from the medical faculty of the University of Basel and was trained in precision engineering. He also attended Basel Management School and the Management and Commercial School of Baseland. The Straumann family is worth over $5 billion. 7. The Wyss Family. The Wyss family has investments in medicine and medical devices. It is the family of Hans-Georg Wyss. He founded Synthos Holding, a producer of medical devices, and he also served as its founder, former president, and chairman. He has recently boosted his donations to organizations supporting progressive issues after making hundreds of millions of dollars in donations to environmental initiatives. He is presently Chelsea's co-owner in the Premier League. Wyss is among the most charitable people in the world, according to Forbes. Businessweek calculated that Wyss himself gave roughly $277 million in donations between 2004 and 2008. His charitable contributions soared after the 2012 sales of Synthesis. In 2013, he pledged to donate the majority of his wealth by signing the Giving Pledge. His charitable foundations have assets of close to $2 billion. He has contributed significantly to progressive groups like the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities, Health Leads, and the Constitutional Accountability Center, as well as issues related to the environment and science. The Wyss family is worth over $5 billion. 6. The Haefner Family. The Haefner family is no stranger to wealth. They have one of the highest generational wealth in Switzerland. It is the family of Martin Haefner. He is the son of Walter Haefner. When his father died in 2012, aged 101, he was the world's oldest billionaire. Haefner attended ETH Zurich, where he studied mathematics. He was a high school teacher for many years. He was given control of AMAG, the family-owned importer of Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, and Seat vehicles in Switzerland when he was 50 years old by his father. Following their father's passing, Haefner and his sister Eva Maria Bucher Haefner divided their inheritance in such a way that Martin Haefner ended up being the only owner of AMAG. They raised money for new investments by selling their stake in the U.S. software giant CAD Technologies. Haefner took over as the company's largest stakeholder. The Haefner family is worth over $7.6 billion. 5. The Glasenberg Family. The Glasenberg family is another top-notch Swiss family. It is the family of South African-born Swiss business magnate Ivan Glasenberg. In South Africa and Australia, Glasenberg worked in the coal division before joining Glencore in 1984. From 1989 to 1990, he oversaw Glencore's offices in Beijing and Hong Kong. In 1991, he was named chairman of the organization's coal division. In 2002, he was named CEO. Glasenberg was identified by Businessweek in 2005 as a significant player in the clandestine commodity trading of Mark Rich's business, Mark Rich and Company. Rich, a multi-billionaire commodities trader, was, however, later pardoned by U.S. President Bill Clinton after being accused of tax fraud and engaging in unlawful business with Iran. Mark Rich & Co.'s corporate heir is Glencore. Glasenberg began acquiring more Glencore stock on September 2011 using his personal dividends, spending up to an extra $54 million. According to reports from April 2012, Glasenberg owned more than 15% of Glencore's stock, ranking him as the 20th richest mining tycoon with a net worth of $7.3 billion, according to Forbes. After almost 20 years in the role of CEO, Glasenberg stated on December 2020 that he will retire in 2021. The Glasenberg family is worth over $7.7 billion. 4. The Bertarelli Family. The Bertarelli family is a very rich Swiss family. It is the family of Ernesto Bertarelli. Pietro, his grandfather, worked for Serrano, a pharmaceutical business founded in 1906. Pietro assumed the role of managing director of the business in 1935, and his son Fabio Bertarelli took over the role in 1965. When his father passed away in 1998, Bertarelli and his sister Donna shared control of the company. Bertarelli was appointed CEO in 1996. Revenues grew from $809 million in 1996 to $2.8 billion in 2006, when the company shifted its focus from pharmaceuticals to biotechnology. The business became well known for its therapies for multiple sclerosis, growth hormone deficiency, and the discovery of a natural hormone used to treat female infertility. In order to create the new company, Merck Serono, Bertarelli and his family sold the business to the German company Merck KGaA in January 2007 for $13.3 billion. In addition to prior share sales when the firm launched on the New York stock market in 2000, his family divided an estimated $9 billion stake at the time, which is now primarily invested through his B-Flexion investment vehicle. Since 2008, the family's multiple philanthropic endeavors have been reorganized under the new Bertarelli Foundation. The Bertarelli family is worth over $13.2 billion. 3. The Aponte family. The Aponte family is a very classy Swiss family. It is the family of Gianluigi Aponte. He founded, owns, and serves as chairman of the Mediterranean Shipping Company. He is a multi-billionaire businessman from Italy. Neapolitan Captain Aponte and his wife Raffaella started working in the shipping sector in 1970. The newly established business at the time had a single ship for transporting freight between Europe and Africa. He subsequently moved into the cruise market in 1988 as his company expanded. In favor of his son, Diego Aponte, he retired as CEO and president in 2014 and assumed the position of executive chairman at MSC. The Aponte family is worth over $16.3 billion. 2. The Blocher family. The Blochers are one of the best examples of generational wealth in Switzerland. It is the family of Magdalena Martola Blocher. She is the daughter of former Swiss federal councillor Christoph Blocher and a rich entrepreneur. She holds a majority stake in Ems Chemie Holding and serves as the company's executive vice chairman and delegate to the board of directors. Since 2015, she has served as a representative for the canton of Graubünden in the National Council. She worked at Johnson & Johnson as a product manager from 1994 to 1996. She served as the Swiss department's marketing manager for Revella's soft drink division from 1996 and 2000. She started working with the Ems Group in January 2001, and 8 months later, she was elected to the board of directors. She has served as vice chairman of it since August 2002. Her father gave his 4 children his part of the company when he won election to the Federal Council in the 2003 elections. Martola Blocher took over the company's management in January 2004. She currently owns a majority of shares in the Ems Chemie company. The Blocher family is worth over $19 billion. 1. The Pousaz family. The Pousaz family is the wealthiest family in Switzerland. It is the family of Guillaume Pousaz, the CEO and founder of the online payment system Checkout.com. He is a Swiss millionaire entrepreneur with offices in Dubai and the UK. Pousaz initially intended to work in investment banking, but he left school in 2005 after learning that his father had cancer. Pousaz joined the payments company International Payments Consultants in 2006 before leaving to start his own company. Together with the IPC head of sales, Pousaz founded NetMerchant in 2007, a service for sending money from the US to Europe. The business operated till 2009. Pousaz acquired Mauritius-based SMS Pay in 2009 for $300,000 over 3 years. Pousaz established Opus Payments in Singapore in 2009, allowing businesses in Hong Kong to accept payments from clients all around the world. Opus Payments changed its name to Checkout.com in 2012. The goal of the business was to help customers and merchants with the issue of processing online payments. Checkout.com raised $230 million in capital in 2019. This was the biggest series of fundraising round a European fintech business had ever received at the time. The Pousaz family is worth over $23 billion. The Pousaz family completes our list of the wealthiest Swiss families. Let us know what you think about the Swiss families in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos. Thank you for watching the New Tourist channel, and see you in our next video.